Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials on any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
So guys, the problem here is, the simple problem is container is gone. Okay, so data is gone. Simple problem. Container is gone, data is gone. That is a problem. This is a problem actually. Data should not be gone. So let's take in this way. I'm just cleaning up all this stuff. So I think too many commands are there. Let me history. So I'm stopping all the containers. Removing all the containers. I think we don't have any containers, I guess. Yeah, we don't have. Okay, so here there's one container I'm creating. Okay, look at my screen here, docker run -itd ubuntu, and I got this container here. Look at this. This container, I will write some file, so I will attach, or I'm feeling a little lazy, so I will do from outside only. Touch opt raju.txt. This is the very important file for me. Okay, this file can be generated by applications, database, or anything, I don't know, but it's very important file. Okay, if you see that this file is there or not, look at this ls opt, the file is there, but I will go into the opt, not opt, var lib docker. I will search this file is there or not, and here I'm searching raju.txt. This file is there in the container layer also, and then a diff layer also, because diff has all this stuff. I mean same layer, but two locations you have it. Now I'll stop this container. So if I stop this container, so can I find this file? Oh, it's still there, the file is still there. But if I delete this container, then what will happen? Data is gone. So this is the problem with a container. Container is gone, data is gone. But what we want how to have data persistency beyond a life cycle of the container. Simple life cycle of the container, of a container. Did you understand the problem? And this is a, did you understand that what is expectations, all of us?
Yes.
Guys,
Yeah.
so this is the problem. So solution is Docker volume. Now how we can use the Docker volumes, that I'm going to talk about it. Okay, so guys, Docker volumes types. Okay, here I would say types means where and all you can store the data. So by the way, you can store the data in a various different storage tech types, but right now I'm not covering those because not a part of our session. Else it'll become a half-day session. But the one I'm covering right now is built-in one. The Docker has a built-in types. So which are the types? One of the type is volume itself. Okay, that's the first one. Second type what we have is mount fs. Okay, and third type is we have a temp fs. These are the built-in one. If you want more storage technologies to be supported like nfs or some other technologies like ebs or aws or google drive or anything, whatever it is, you have to install the plugin. Okay, that's a out of context. So now these are the types inbuilt we have with the Docker volumes. Now the question is, okay, this type is 1, 2, 3, but when I do the when I use the this type, where the data will be stored? So guys, data will be stored in the location which is here for this. Yeah, if you use this type, the data will be stored here. That means container is gone, but the data you can find it at this location, and the data you can reuse with a different container. Okay, but let's say if you use mount fs, then where this will be stored? So here it can be stored in anywhere in the host machine. I said host machine, the place where you are running the Docker engine. Host machine, anywhere, it can be anywhere. Okay, so here it's not being stored, it can be anywhere in the host machine apart from this location. It's a mount fs. Okay, now third type is temp fs. This will be there in the memory. Typically when we store the data, it's accessible very fast, you can access very fast. Okay, but the problem with this memory in memory database is like the moment you reboot the system, what do you say, this will go, this data will be erased. So that's a problem with it. So right now these are the three types which is inbuilt types of Docker volumes. Using that you can persist your data beyond the life cycle of the containers. Okay, so now let me start working with it. So now I'm going to create volume. So first let me see that how many volumes you have it. So Docker volume is a command to work with the volumes. Okay, Docker volume, and here you see you can create a volume any type which is volume here, and you can inspect the volume, you can information, you can get the information about the volume, you can list the volume, you can prune the volume which is not used, local volumes, and then you can remove the volumes also if you want to remove it. Simple. So now I want to list the volume. So here you see, oh, so many volumes has come, so many volumes is there, but I remember I have not created any volumes. Any idea how these volumes got created? Anyone have a memory, good memory? Anyone? I did not create these volumes. So how did we get these many volumes here?
Docker
From the
run.
namespaces and all we created.
No, let's do one thing. Let's go inside on the volumes. If I go inside this, there's a data folder. I go inside the data folder. I find this one. Okay, some strange files are there. pwd. Sorry, I miss var lib docker volume. So let's go inside this here, and here some data folder is there. Oh, what is this? What is this? Anyone?
The Jenkins container which we deployed.
Right, guys, do you remember that when we were monitoring the Docker events, okay, and when we were creating the Docker Jenkins container, then it was creating a volumes also and attaching to the container. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
same volumes, guys. So see that all the container is gone, but the data is still there. How come? Because the developer of Jenkins image has inbuilt created the volumes through the Docker file, and they were storing all the data which is generated by the containers in the some separate folder. That is how. So you can see that container is gone. I deleted those containers long ago, but the data is still persisted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not use this data, though I can use it data, this data, but I'm going to clean it out. So how can you clean it out? Let me learn from myself. And here, prune means the all the data which is not been used I would like to delete, and here everything got deleted. So now you have nothing in this directory. See here, you have nothing. Okay, so here you see du hyphen ksh dot gone, all the data is gone. So no problem, we will create. So now I'm going to create manually. I'm going to show you this volume type, first one. I'm going to show you manually, but you can do through the Docker file also, and I'll show you that one also. Okay, so first let's learn manually. So how to create a volumes. I think by now you know that. So Docker volume is a command and create. What volumes? You want to create volumes, let's say dev1, and here dev2 here, and here I got this dev1 and dev2. Now let's say if you create volume and you don't give the name, so it will create randomly like this. This is what has happened with the Docker also. Sorry, Jenkins also. So if you give the name, it will be having a name. If you don't give the name, it will generate 40 character hash unique values, and that is how it can be identified. By the way, these volumes I have created is empty. So can we go and check this? CD dev1. Look at my screen, guys, all of you. See data is nothing. There's nothing. So I've created a volume. So this volumes I can use for the container. Any volumes I can use for the containers. Any volumes. I can use one volumes. I can use two volumes. I can use n number of volumes I can use with the containers. But how? The question is how. So guys, command is very simple. Docker run hyphen itd. I hope you remember this command. Okay. And here what I'm going to do, hyphen v for volumes. Which volumes you want to mount it? Dev1. To which inside a container when you want to mount it? Opt DevOps school. DevOps school. See here. So dev1 you are mounting inside a container of the Ubuntu and a DevOps school. Okay, can we go and check this? See here, Docker PS container is created, Docker exec, and here, and then ls and what? OPT, I think, yeah, ls opt. See here, opt. DevOps school is there. So now if any file you create over there, you should be seeing in this. So let's do one thing. Let's create some file here. So I'm creating some file here, ramu kaka.txt. This is a very important file for me. It may be generated in a different ways, application and this, that, and all. But right now I'm generating manually just for the demo. See here, the file is there, ls opt. This file is there. So this file is there in the container. Can we check this file is there in the local machines or not? So I'm just going to the dev1 and data. Oh, is this file is there? Can you do one thing? Can I create one file manually here and see that if I can see in the container? So ramu2.txt I'm creating here. Can I see that whether it's there in the container or not? Exec is there. So see, you write here, you see there, you write there, you see here. Are you understanding it or not?
Yeah.
So guys, this is the way. Can you mount the two volumes at a time? Yes, you can do that. So here hyphen v. See here, I'm creating one more container here. Oh, by mistake I created without specification. So here I'm creating DevOps1 and hyphen v one more. What was the dev2, right? Dev2 and DevOps inside a container DevOps2. See here, last container. This is the one. Docker exec ls/opt. See here. So you can mount as many volumes you want. Hyphen v is the options. Okay, but the magic starts now. I'm going to get rid of all these container right now. So docker ps docker stop all this container id, and I'm going to remove it, and done. Wonderful. And data is still there, you see here. Can you use it, this data? See here, data is still there, data is not gone. So can we use this data for some other container? Yes, you can do that. Same command, you can mount it and reuse it. So problem is solved. So guys, did you understand that how can we persist the data beyond the life cycle of the container through the volumes?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is guys volume type. This is the one which I was talking about. So now let me try other commands here. So here you can inspect the volumes also. Inspect dev1. See here, you can delete the volumes also. Rm dev2 docker volume dev2 dev2 is not there. Okay, docker volume rm. Yes, gone. See here. See, dev2 is gone. Okay, so you can delete this volume was also the name which generated long with here gone. And see here, it's gone. So guys, this is the volume. Now, what is the next one? So next one is a mount fs. So mount fs is very straightforward. Mount fs means anywhere in the host machine. So first go to the somewhere in the host machine. So this is my host machine. I'll create one directory which is called backup. Back e up, back I up. I created, no problem. I'll just go with it. Here, this is the directory I want to store the data. So what to do? Docker run -itd -v host machine, and where inside the container opt ramu ubuntu. Same. You have to just, instead of volume name, you have to give the full path, and that's become a mount fs. That's all, nothing else. Okay, so enter. Container got created, and here docker execute container id df-kh. See here, opt ramu. Okay, inside a container. So guys, this is the way you can use mount fs. Now, as part of the assignments, I'm going to give you temp fs. So you have to check it out. How can you store the temp? How can you use the temp fs? You can use the help file. You can use Google, and this will be assignment. This is your lab. Okay. Any questions, guys? Here so far, all of you have.
What does happen if we have the same folder present already in the root file system, the volume that we are planning to mount?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
So let's assume a specific directory is already present in the root file system of the container, and then we're planning to mount the same directory location with different set of files within a particular folder. Then what happens? Does the already existing information in the root file system gets abstracted?
So you are saying, okay, it's a good question actually. I don't know how many of you have understood it, but what she's saying, probably correct me if I'm wrong. There is one location in the container, let's say TMP, okay, and you're trying to create, let's say there's one location docker. Um, just a second. Let me recall this command here. Here, there's a one location already opt already available. So what I want to mount it. In this case, what will happen? Look at this. Docker exec docker ps docker exec and container id and df-kh. See here. So if that directory is already exist, you see here opt, and it's not considered actually. So in this case, it is not considered.
How about the already existing information within the container? Does it get hidden?
No, that if the path is already existing, okay, remember the path is already existing, then your mapping is not being done at all. Mapping is not being done. So if you see here, docker inspect container id, go to the volume section and opt bik destination right level true propaganda. So let's do one thing. Docker ps, and here I will write some file touch docker exec and df-kh, sorry, ls opt, sorry. See here. So here the mapping is not being done, but if I see the data is being stored, so in that case is being overwritten. So let's do one thing, one more try, we will do that in simple way. So there's one container I'm creating, okay, docker run hyphen itd ubuntu, and here docker ps docker, I am getting into this container, and what I'm doing basically is I'm creating one directory. So under the opt ramu, here mkdir opt opt slash ramu I am creating. So here I see that ramu is here, ramu is here in this opt, ramu is here in this location. Now what I will do, I will create some files here. So go to cd opt ramu and vi file1.txt. Vi is not there, so cat file1 file1.txt. I created some files, some dummy files, saved, control D, saved it. So now this file is created. Now what I'm going to do, I'm completely coming out of it, and now I'm going to create one image out of this. So this container I'm working with, so docker commit hyphen m, docker commit hyphen m test. What is the container name? Who are you, author? Rajesh. And which container image name? Okay, so here I created one image with the path which is called opt ramu. So docker images test image I am having right now. I am doing here using the test image. I am creating a container. So here docker volume create, and let's say test volume name itself I'll create a test. Now here run hyphen itd hyphen v test, and here opt ramu. Okay, this is the things which I'm doing, and I'm seeing that whether it's overwritten or what exactly is happening. Because this, remember, in the containers, the container of this image will have a opt ramu and two files I had created earlier, or one files maybe. I think no, I think one file. Okay, so let's see what is happens. Sorry, ubuntu not ubuntu test, and here this container you have docker uh, exec container id df hyphen not df ls opt ramu is there. Yes, ramu is there. Ramu file is there. Is file is there. Now what I will do is what I will do, I'll go to var lib docker and volume, and the test here volume, and here I am going to create some files, and touch raja raju.txt, some files. Okay, and can I see that file is there or not? So merging is happening. So you see here, if the file, the path is already exist, the merging is happening, and if the file is unique, then I think it will be taken from the containers. Okay, the file you will see
Okay.
from the container, and if the file is not unique, then both the file will be merged and you will be seeing that both the files.
All right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Any other question, guys? Okay.
Rajesh, you said that whenever we are creating a container, then it gets mounted on the system, right?
This container, one layer, right? What was your question? I got confused a
No,
little
it
bit.
gets mounted. It gets mounted on the system. You showed by doing df -h.
No. I did not did the df-kh. Remember, I did not do that. I did the df-kh in the container. Remember. So it's not mounted in the system. It's mounted in the container. Are you
Yes,
getting my
this is
points?
volume. Yeah, so volume is getting mounted in the container.
Yeah.
But the container itself is getting mounted, right?
Right. Yeah.
On the machine. So this size is coming 30 GB with every container. How
That's
is
a
there a way
host
we can?
size actually. That's a host size. My machine itself is having 30 GB at last.
Okay.
This is the one. See here.
Okay. Then 2 GB is going for this particular container.
No. 2 GB is used actually. So this
Okay.
is the host machine information. Same has been replicated here. That
Okay.
means my container still you can use the host storage up to the 29
Got
GB.
it. Got it. Got it. Okay.
Okay, guys. Any other questions?
To watch our complete session, enroll for our premium membership. Click onto the join button and enroll yourself with the best suited option.